Are you ready? Let's get it. Hey, Assalamu alaikum. Peace and blessings and keep up the lessons. This is your brother Talib for the Brother Talib Show. Yeah, I'm back again with my business, finance, slash cryptocurrency segment of my show. And tonight, real brief, before I go to work. Unfortunately, got to go to work on my day off today. But, it is what it is. You got to get that money. But pretty much, speaking of money, things are changing as far as how to spend money and how money is going to be used in a whole nother area, in a whole nother place. Like, it's so something else. Excuse me, I show off the screen because I really was actually supposed to have it showing, pretty much after I gave the introduction. But anyway, some of what you ever seen, if you've known what I'm going to speak about, it's the Metaverse. That's right, the Metaverse. Those of you who don't know about it, just in a brief understanding, it's a whole nother kind of like internet, like you can say in a sense, where it's a virtual reality like atmosphere, environment, cyberspace, put it that way, and on a virtual level, dealing with, where you put those VR things on and you go into this place, which is like a whole nother world that is virtual. It's a virtual world. So, and the how you get in there, you'll be using avatars, and you'll be in there with, sometimes they'll show, as you come to see in a little bit of video clips that I'm going to show, you'll come to see like even where you can have meetings and do business meetings or what have you, and have your like your a window of yourself, of you actually in your regular form, not even in the avatar form, and you can be in there um, interacting and discussing things and what have you. And that's just one of the areas that's dealing with business or meetings in corporate area or whatever, companies coming together and stuff like that, like Zoom in a sense, but on a more like worldly level, like a more like virtual level, where you're not actually sitting at home really per se in your room or in your office space. You're right in an environment. Uh, you can be in a building that y'all created in the metaverse in this area. It's like a whole new universe, cyberspace kind of universe. So basically, that's what it is. But what's the important thing? The important thing that links to what I'm saying and speaking about is with dealing with money. It's gonna be like a hub for making money. Trust me on that, as I say. And I will go into more stuff and deal with more stuff and let you hear some of these clips for the time that I'm going to do the video, because I don't have much time. But basically, it's going to be dealing with cryptocurrency, that's it, and digital currency usages, um, NFTs, which is connected with cryptocurrency, smart contract technology, dealing with tokens and money, non-fungible tokens. Some of you don't know, but you can learn as you go when listening to my videos and other videos that deal with NFTs, and just look it up. Pretty much. Remember, like I say, keep up the lessons, keep studying, keep doing your research and finding out and learning. As you hear from me, you follow behind and do your own research and get yourself educated. I have people who will follow behind me and learn from me, and they're doing that. So everybody, I always suggest and I always advise, do for yourself too. Don't just sit with me and then you listen and that's it, and you stop there and then you have all these questions. But some of these questions can actually be answered by going and doing your own research. So basically, like I said, keep up the lessons. So, okay, I'm going to show you a bit the clips of the video that I had and I came up with is dealing with, like, it's a versus video. It's called Microsoft Metaverse versus Facebook Metaverse. So they're showing the two difference and how, because Microsoft has been already into the technology dealing with the metaverse, right? And then you have Facebook now is coming into and launching their own technology in relation to getting into the metaverse industry or the metaverse area or cyberspace, as we can say it. They're both eventually going to be at odds, but Microsoft has already started, so they already there. But Facebook, what's his name? Mark Zuckerberg had this. He does the video as you see, and he'll speak about his part and the things that they're doing there, and then the person who's in charge of Microsoft, the high up guy. I think he's Indian or something. I can't remember his name. He's doing his part and introducing the features and the opportunities in the metaverse. So let's listen. All right, hold on for a sec. Let me get it back up for you. Okay.
We're bringing people, places, and things together with the digital world in both the consumer space as well as in the enterprise. Take, for example, Dynamics 365 Connected Spaces, which we are announcing this morning. Connected Spaces provides a new perspective on the way people move and interact in physical spaces, whether it's a retail store or a factory, or even how organizations manage health and safety in a hybrid work environment. You can do analytics, you can get real-time insights, you can run simulations, you can automate routine tasks. And when we talk about the metaverse, we're describing both a new platform and a new application type, similar to how we talked about the web and websites in the early 90s.
Imagine you put on your glasses or headset and you're instantly in your home space. And as parts of your...
Now this is the part that goes into as it went from the guy that you was just listening to. He's with Microsoft. It goes to now Mark Zuckerberg, and he's doing his introduction for his metaverse launching and trying to bring Meta, which is the name for their metaverse or Meta something, and I can't remember what it was, but they're getting into the metaverse themselves, Facebook. So let's listen to him, and you get to get a gist or to get an understanding of what's going on, what's going to be happening, and what's into the future with this type of technology, which I'm involved in because the money. That's the first thing, but not just that, the conveniences of the technology that can be used with it. So just listen in.
Your physical home recreated virtually. It has things that are only possible virtually. And it has an incredibly inspiring view of whatever you find most beautiful.
Hey, are you coming?
Yeah, just gotta find something to wear.
Okay, let me run that up if I can. Hold up for a second. Hold on.
See yourself.
Welcome back to the narrative.
And know you're not alone.
Still probably here. Okay, there we go.
Alright, perfect. Oh, hey, Mark. Hey, what's going on?
What's up, Mark?
Whoa, we're floating.
So what he did, he just put himself into the metaverse with the avatar. So this is what the capabilities you'll be able to have. You'll be using VR technology, which is it's like a big glass type of thing that goes over your head. Glasses. It looks like a glasses, but it has the technology of virtual reality technology within it that you can be able to see in a virtual reality type of effect. Whether this is mainly for gaming. They started this with gaming, and now it's getting into a point where it can become something that the regular people use regularly in their lives. And like in these areas, remember we used to see in many movies, and you'll see the people dealing with hologram type of screens and stuff, and windows popping up, and people doing all this stuff. They can do that more in the metaverse than they would do it at the time now, as we would see in these movies, and they would show them. But those movies were using FX, and they was using that type of technology. So, and the computer technologies to show them the images as though they were using a real hologram. But that technology hasn't gotten there yet, officially like that on a mainstream level, so that people can use them in their offices and homes and in hospitals and all that regularly. It's getting there, but the metaverse is gonna open it up more. So just continue to listen and see what he's doing in his metaverse with his people that work with him.
In space. Who made this place? It's awesome.
Right? It's from a crater. I met in LA.
This place is amazing.
Boz, is that you?
Of course it's me. You know I had to be the robot, man.
I thought I was supposed to be the robot.
Whoa.
I knew you were bluffing.
Hey, wait. Here is Naomi.
Let's call her.
Naomi.
Hey, should we deal you in?
Sorry, I'm running late, but you gotta see what we're checking out. There's an art.
See, now they can do this type of stuff too. Actually do some like, you know, they can call somebody, they can, you know, get real time FaceTime, or like FaceTime, like you got an Apple with the Apple feature, and you can have to be people coming in like you see on the screen, where they're actually that's their real self. It's no avatar, but and they pop up in the screen, and they can actually be attending the session of the meeting. And this is surpassing being in a Zoom meeting, or being in, you know, FaceTime, or any of those types of meetings where you only just getting pictures and frames of the picture of the people being in their own space. No, everybody's in the same space with an avatar. That's the main way that's going to be done. Or these screens can pop up in an avatar like it was in Zoom and stuff like that. So this is just how the technology is there. So let you listen a little more.
Artists going around Soho hiding AR pieces for people to find.
3D street art. That's cool.
Across the Microsoft cloud, from Azure IoT to Azure Digital Twins to connected spaces and Microsoft Mesh, we're building the Metaverse intrinsics, the Metaverse platform for you. And this is back at the Metaverse. Like I said, this is a versus video, so it's going back. This is a scene from CNET highlights. So, you know, look them up, check their videos out, of course. To build upon. In a sense, the Metaverse enables us to embed computing into the real world and to embed the real world into computing, bringing real presence to any digital space. For years, we've talked about creating this digital representation of the world, but now we actually have the opportunity to go into that world and participate in it. What's most important is that we are able to bring our humanity with us and choose how we want to experience this world and who we want to interact with. I can't overstate how much of a breakthrough this is. It's no longer just looking at a camera view of a factory floor. You can be on the floor. It's no longer just video conferencing with colleagues. You can be with them in the same room. It's no longer just playing a game with friends. You can be in the game with them.
The feeling of presence. This is the defining quality of the metaverse. You're going to really feel like you're there with other people. You'll see their facial expressions, you'll see their body language, maybe figure out if they're actually holding a winning hand. All the subtle ways that we...
Now look at these graphics. It's just crazy. If you're, you know, you're into graphics, and it comes to gaming, and it comes to all these different types of, you know, the technology when it comes to, you know, visual, it's crazy, because this is Mark Zuckerberg's avatar. So this is the stuff that they're doing, and there's nothing to fear. There's nothing to be spooky about. They're not taking you into Johnny Mnemonic and all these types of movies that we see with all the crazy negative stuff that people can die in their metaverse or other stuff. Because they got movies out that talk about this, and it's just stuff that's coming to flourish. You know, it's coming to be real. You know, so I'm kind of like, wow, it's subhanAllah, you know. But you just the thing that for us as Muslims, we know we use what is in technology as we've been using with the internet and the World Wide Web and all that stuff that we got now with technology on the internet, websites and all that is benefits that you can do. The benefits of the things you can do with them. That's what we do. We don't do. We're not going to use them, and you shouldn't be using them for no nefarious things or haram, things that are not permissible. So you're going to use it for things that are good, try to benefit you, that benefit other people. Education this can be a very strong tool for education when it comes to virtual education. I mean, subhanAllah. So let's look more into it. People, I'm gonna leave off from this and just stop there. I might do another couple of videos to allow you to, get the gist more of what they're talking about when they in this particular video, which I would like to go back and do another video with them, and so you can get a little more of what they're saying. But the time's running out, so and then I want to go over some of the news today. Well, not the news today. It was news yesterday, but it's recap because I try to do recap because some people miss it. Even I miss out on sometimes on the news until I get into my area where I find out things and watch a video. I might watch a video and get some news, or I may come upon some news that's sent to me because I have newsletters and stuff like that I get sent in relation to cryptocurrency, especially. That's my main area of news that comes to me, and I receive them in my emails, and I open them up and I just take a look, and I want to share it with my audience or my viewers and the people who might not have gotten this information. So, for instance, basically, we're dealing with Ripple, and and the company is Ripple, but dealing with XRP. As you can see, the XRP shirt on, yeah, right here, mashallah. And I just use this as an advertisement. It ain't no big issue settled, sentimental and like, yo, I'm down with the XRP army. I'm not into that stuff, and I don't bump them and all that type of stuff. But I do like the image; it's nice, and I like to promote to help adoption to become more of a regular thing for cryptocurrency. Period. Let alone XRP, which is one of the best cryptocurrencies around, and it has a big time utility future. As far as the future that it has is due to its utility, due to its usage. That it has its usage case, and it's very very needed, and it's a service. The money itself partakes in the service that is provided by Ripple for banking systems and remittance systems, remittance, transactions for countries to sending money back and forth from different, businesses that deal with these types of services. You have Western Union, you have MoneyGram, and you have some of the others that are not well known, like those main two. That's people can send money back and forth from their country to the country that they're working in, or from the country they're working in to the country they're from and their family, to get money back and forth. And this is very important. And Ripple, as we know, has been doing a lot of work and helping these things to become, better for the people and for the companies that deal with banking and remittance transactions. So, but basically, let's get to this news right here. Hold on for a sec. Okay, well, close that out. All right, let me see. Excuse me for a second. I'm trying to get the right one. Just give me a sec here. All right, interact. Okay, here we go. All right, so basically we have where it says XRP price needs a definite breakout or break above $1.36 for an uptrend not to lose momentum. And this is from FX Street, which is one of the I get news notifications from them about they're like a they follow the trends of what's going on with trading, what's going on with the asset classes out there, whether they gold, whether it's silver, whether it's stocks, and they deal with business and stuff like that. They have a lot of articles, and they, of course, cryptocurrency, as you can see. So back again, it says XRP. Then basically, this is what from the recap of what happened in the week that just passed. XRP was making its way up, and people were thinking and hoping for it to break out, as they were seeing it within the regular altcoin bull runs. But due to the up and down, as we know, the volatility, then it went down again. But it's back. It's going to go back up, and people are still looking at the bull run trend that's happening right now. So they're checking, as it says, XRP price saw bulls attempting to a second try to break above $1.36, followed by another fail and fade. Okay. So the fade was triggered by global markets rolling over on the U.S. inflation print that in its turn triggered heavy profit taking on long positions in Ripple price. Okay, as investors start to doubt whether XRP price will see $1.81 anytime soon, Ripple price needs to offer bulls enough reason to add other positions to give the uptrend additional firepower. Okay, so I'll stop there, but basically what we're trying to say is we're trying to get, excuse me about that, we're trying to get, as we are in the bull run, we're trying to see and hoping and pushing with those who are still maybe even buying in, and a lot more of the adoption that is coming, helping to push that break above the $1.36 right now, which is it's at, let me check my own exchange, this exchange that I deal with, which is hold on. And let's look see here, see what's going on. Yeah, we're looking at $1.18 right now. So it's between that area where it's just balanced and stable in the area where it's at before it can go back to 120 something, and even possibly reach the 130 point. So as we say, it remains to be seen. But anyway, I thank you for listening. That's all with the news on that. There's other news that I will get into later in my next video, because this was a quick brief, and it's not even that long. It wasn't even that short because it's still like 20 something in to this video. But I just wanted to give you about the metaverse because it was on my mind, and I saw the video and I was like, wow. My brother, even one of my brothers, he was even back 2 days ago asking me about this, and how many of us as brothers, our brothers, that we were in the know about it, or that we are involved in learning about it. And I myself, I am. I'm there already, but I'm not going to get too engrossed in it. Whereas what I'm already still doing is trying to get myself involved into the NFT area. That's my new thing that I'm doing now. I'm doing that with my own kids, and going to be doing some project there as far as artwork is concerned. So inshallah, I will be also displaying some stuff for you guys, and you'll be able to see it in my posts on Facebook and in the Twitter feed and all these types of things later on, that inshallah. So I'll be displaying the artworks that me and my children put together, so that you can see, and that we will eventually make it into an NFT. So anyway, thank you for listening. And keep up the lessons. Peace and blessing. Keep up the lessons. And until next time, Assalamu alaikum. Over and out. Have a good one.